me, keep a 20 on me, case emergency. Ain't no cap in my rap. Really, I know it's the truck. More profit mean extra. Emerald white off of the pressure. That cereal milk smoking right. But that Obama rant some special. Kansas City, I'm a chief. Shout out to K5 on this one. Country thinking I was hustling. I always had it on me. Booming like OJ the Juice. Till a nigga told on me. From now on, it's relentless. Ain't no love, we ain't friendly. If she want me on him. No the law, she get the business. No the law, still the motto. Empire.
Hello. Welcome in. This is Birds of a Feather Podcast with your boy Q City.
Your boy Tyrus Bravado.
And this is the Betting Pod. So we are back in for the new NFL season. You guys, we were not here for week 1 because I was in Vegas with the AAFP starting off the beginning of the new year. You know what I'm saying? It was a super fun time. Big shout out to Orange. Y'all seen them on a lot of the pods that we've been doing. The group that they do, the work that they do is really awesome. Any contact on the AAFP, look down and below, and we'll have that in the description. But like, yo, it was super fun. It was super fun out there. And Taj, hopefully you can be with us there next year, man. To kick off
that's the plan. That's the plan.
So, guys, I'm not going to recap the bets that I made this past weekend, mainly because y'all see me here on the podcast, so I ain't win none of them and be able to quit my job and just like bump off on the beach somewhere. All right. Taj is he knows the parlays I was cooking, they were just, but it was diabolical parlays, bro. Like had they hit.
Oh yeah, betting happens every day.
Hey, look, boy. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But we're here. We're back. So getting into this upcoming week, right? The lines are gonna be a little crazy, gonna be a little out there because it's people tend to overreact off the first week, right?
Actually.
So yeah, every time. So we'll get into it. We'll kind of keep the same format as we did last year. We'll go 3 games. Always bet on the Falcons game as our 4th. And then we make sure we have 5 props. We'll recap it next week. And then on our betting pods moving forward, we'll start adding Orange so that we can recap how we thought about the beginning of the season. All the predictions that we made. So come along with us, guys. Enjoy the ride. Hop on in. Strap in real quick. We're going to knock this out nice and sweet. So Taj, starting with you, my man. You riding high on the Texans and not really vibing with Caleb. You got Texans covering the 6.5 versus the Bears. Holla at me, bro.
Yeah, I know that's a steep on the cover. It's just I think the Bears are good. I just think the Texans are better. I see it probably being a 10-point game, so I feel comfortable with that 6.5.
I could definitely agree there. I think Will Levis, being as terrible as he is, bailed out what was a very, very subpar performance by Caleb, not the Bears. The Bears team played well, but Caleb had just a really bad performance.
Did they play well, or did Will Levis just play bad?
Will Levis played trash.
I got a little beef with Will Levis just because he had me send a premature text only for you to call that back almost immediately.
He really did. What was crazy is when you sent me that text. So a little behind the scenes, y'all. So I sent me a text and was like, they was up 17, and he was like, "Hey man, I told you the Titans, they might be a little better than you thought, bruh." And I was like, I was like, "Hey, bruh, didn't I say it's a long game or something?" I said something along the lines of like, I still don't think they good. Like I'm standing on it. I don't trust them. Right. But not 20 minutes later, they had scored twice, and he threw that pick. You know what that pick reminded me of? It reminded me of Mariota in Carolina.
No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Bro, are you serious? The man was on his knees damn near underhanded it. For a pick six. That's
That
exactly
was
what that
bad,
was.
but Mariota still take the cake. That was Mariota was horizontal. Mariota wanted to get horizontal before we fucked all the Falcons fans.
Like, bro, when I seen it, bro, I was just like, and there's one guy, there's one guy here in Nashville that was talking about the team and whatnot. He was like, I think we're going pretty good and whatnot. I was like, Will Levis is probably gonna be benched by like week 9. And I'm standing on it. And so I definitely can't wait to see him again and be like, hey, bro.
I'll just in the event of week 1, I'm not going to overreact to that heinous interception he threw. I'm just going to chalk it up just to, a little bit of rest. People ain't getting hit. This is the first time all the people getting hit for it. So.
I don't know, man. Like, you know what? I think the best thing that I saw on it was the Bill Belichick breakdown where he was like, what do you gain from that play? Like, at best, you gain 2 yards. At worst, you lose the game. And that's what happened. Like, you lost the game on that play.
I mean,
Right.
that is a valid way to look at it. I need to take that mindset and transfer it over to my man skills.
Boy, I swear, because I'll be looking at it and I'll be like, I could take this sack, but I'm already rolling to the right. We're going to crossbody it and see what happened down the field. All right. Then you got Kansas City covering versus the Bengals. So are you a Joe Burrow wrist truther? You think that wrist is shot, or do you just think the Bengals are that bad this year?
I don't think the Bengals like Jamar still works. He ain't practiced all training camp for real because he wanted his money. He got his money. No, he still ain't got his money, did he?
Still ain't got his money, bro. They really playing in his face.
Yeah, so he ain't got his money yet. So Jamar ain't really feeling inspired. And then, I don't know how much. T. Higgins is hurt. It's just that Chiefs defense is really good.
Yes.
And then Mahomes got speed again. He don't know how to act. Mahomes got his Tyreek reincarnate.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I really liked how they looked on Thursday night.
Yeah, and the Ravens got a better defense than what the Bengals got. So, yeah, I think they're gonna be doing some good cooking.
I think the Beagles defense is built very much like the old Colts defenses, where like they are built to play with the lead, right? And like when they don't have that, really like they can't get off the field. You can have really long drives against them if you're really balancing that pass and run. Like they're built to play with the 7 to 10 point lead, where they can just tee off, man up on the outsides, keep everything in front of them with their safeties back pretty far. When you get them into situations where they have to consistently play the run and worry about it, you can gash them with play action. The Patriots were kind of having their way with them, especially in the middle of the field with their tight ends, which is crazy.
Yeah,
to say.
And the Chiefs is a much better team than what they just lost to. So,
yeah. All right, so going over to my side, I got we do have a game in common, but the ones we don't, I got Washington 1.5 over the Giants. I got them covering the 1.5 versus the Giants. So it's crazy off a loss by 20 points. They're favored versus the Giants. That should tell you how bad the Giants played. The Giants looked absolutely terrible, bro. That was the most pathetic showing of week 1. It was bad. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they got it, man. I think they got it. So I'm picking Washington. I think they're gonna cover the 1.5.
I mean, that's fair. I think the Giants are gonna suck, so that's fair.
Yeah. The other game that I have, I got Pittsburgh covering the 2.5 versus Denver. So Pittsburgh win by a field goal. That seems really reasonable to me. Bo Nix went out there and threw the ball damn near 50 times,
That's crazy. First game, that's crazy.
and he was averaging like 3 yards. It was great. Like the check downs was
Check down pass.
bananas. And the interceptions that he threw, the one that was the funniest was when he rolled to the right, threw to the sideline, and the announcer said, "Oh no!" Like it was 3 Seahawks in the area, bro. It was 3. Like the announcer couldn't stop his.
Now,
Like the announcer couldn't stop.
to be fair, I think that Seahawks defense is going to be really good.
Yeah, I kind of stayed away from
but
it.
the Steelers defense is also really good. But I think Seattle's throwing a little more at you. Like they're throwing more at you. Like Steelers, hey, TJ gonna whoop your ass for 4 quarters. Highsmith's gonna get his, and then they ain't got to be in credit because they got dogs.
That was my thinking behind it. Is that you struggled with the Seahawks defense, which most people don't know is that good. You are going to struggle against the Pitt defense, which a lot of people know is that good. Like I think he's in for a tough day, and you're not. You might wear him out, with the check down Charlie's 3 yards here, 3 yards there, but I think that's going to be a rough day.
That's going to be the only way to kind of neutralize TJ. That's quick pass game. That's the only way you can hope to neutralize him, and just pray he don't jump off and pick one of them.
Yeah. And I think the worst part that a lot of people are just kind of like memory holding themselves to do is the fact that Denver is operating with $40 million less than every other team. You know what I'm saying? Like they haven't been able to close holes. We got Justin Simmons. That wasn't out the goodness of their heart. They are broke. They're not broke, but like their salary cap broke. You know what I'm saying? Like they are struggling to put a team together and get everyone to fit under the cap because like they cut Russell Wilson. Like, so they don't even get the true benefit of a rookie quarterback right now.
I appreciate it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I'm good. I'm good picking against Denver when they play against really upper echelon defense until they show me something. Now the game we got in common, you have the Colts money line over Green Bay, and I got them covering the 3 over Green Bay. The last time I saw Malik Willis, he looked absolutely terrible, right? And they got replaced by Will Levis. So, yeah, I don't think I don't see him being a viable force. Even when he came, now granted, he came in cold for that 4th down, so I'm not going to hold too much against him. But like, he didn't even get a pass off. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't think Malik is it. Going to play well at all, and I don't think you can leave the game versus the Texans as an Indy fan and not feel like your team is going to be the shit this year.
Yeah, because if the Packers are able to somehow get competent quarterback play out of Malik Willis, then Matt is it Matt LaFleur? I can't remember if it's Matt or Mike. I think it's Matt, but LaFleur might had to be coach of the year if he can get competent play out of Malik Willis.
Yeah. And I'm surprised this line is only 3 right now. Like, now granted, I will say, Anthony Richardson only completed 9 passes.
Yeah, because he's a highly volatile selection. He's gonna miss some passes, but when he hit, you gonna be like, damn.
Yeah, boy, hey, that's my Madden quarter. He just like me for real, twin. Like, when I tell you, that's exactly how I play, bro. Like, hey, 4 verts. I only got to hit one, man. I'll run that play all 4 downs. I only got to hit one of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Completion percentage, 27%. With 5 touchdowns, 490-something yards. Don't matter, bro. Like, it don't matter, man. Hey, as long as he hit 1 or 2 of those bad boys. So I get it. I think Green Bay might be able to throw a little different type of stuff at them, which may cause him hold the ball a little longer. He did miss some layups. He missed some real.
A.D. Mitchell on some walking touchdowns.
Yeah, I think 3 times, wasn't it? Like he
missed for sure, but one of them he missed like a little back shoulder. But
yeah,
but
so I mean, like
it's gonna take him a minute to get it. But
He
I
got
think
a
the
little
coach will
work to
just
do.
yeah. But I think the coach will do enough just to beat them just because the quarterback play. If Jordan Love is playing, then I'll be going Green Bay easy. But
I would too. Uh, Love looked really, really good. He looked really, really good. We'll get into the Eagles a bit on the. We'll get into the Eagles on the Birds and Feather Pod TM Patent Pending. Y'all check it out. Obviously, that's we'll get with y'all on the full pod. But yeah, nah, man, he looked good. He looked good before he went down. It's a shame. Hopefully things clear up for him. Wishing him a speedy recovery, get back. Now, for the Falcons game, we both got the Falcons covering the 6.5 versus the Eagles.
mm-hmm.
I actually, I'm a spoil right now. I don't have them winning this game, but I do have them keeping it closer than basically 7 points. I feel like that's really up there. Now, granted, we didn't look good, but the Eagles didn't look super super good either. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like 6.5 even in Philly is a bit much.
Yeah. Because that and I don't feel like last week was indicative of who the Falcons are going to be this season.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't fear Philly's defense as much as I fear TJ Watt. There's no one on Philly's defense that I fear the way I fear TJ Watt.
I don't know. Jalen in the middle is
He's good,
yeah,
but he don't scare you like TJ do.
he don't scare you like TJ. I get that. Yeah, you're right there. They've also replaced him, putting Kobe Dean in the starting lineup as well.
Yeah, because
Get a little more.
White got benched in favor. Don't feel like he was too happy about it, but I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do.
I mean, but to be honest, Tampa knew what they was doing when they let go of Devin White. Like, it's a reason. Is it? And like, this is a side note a bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just a content grab to get us to 30 minutes so we can get monetized, whatever. But like, like, people act like executives who make these decisions for a living aren't privy to information that we as fans aren't, that comes out later, or they know what football looks like. Devin White had been a multiple time Pro Bowler, multiple year starter in Tampa, bro. They knew what they were doing when they let him go.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing. The same thing about us with Debo, right? Like, when it happened, everybody, oh man, what are we gonna do with the linebacker? We let him go, blah, blah. He never started a full season again. After we let him go, he never started a full season again. And I think he's out the league.
I don't think he got a job. Yeah, I don't think he got a job right now.
Yeah. And so, like, yeah, man, these executives, sometimes they make dumbass decisions, but a good bit of the time they understand and they know, like, if a guy ain't got it anymore.
Right.
Then why he ain't got it no more, bro. And there's always going to be somebody younger coming to take your job. But Kobe Dean, he was a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? He got some speed on him. Now, is his hitting power there? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But that defense does need speed. So
yeah, definitely.
And when you have a D line that is as big as theirs is, you can afford to be a little light at the linebacker position.
That is true. You can get away with a little bit more, especially being in the smaller region. Yeah.
All right, so diving deep into that Falcons-Eagles game, getting to the props. So both of us propping on Bijan. I got him for the anytime touchdown. You got him for the 97.5 total yards receiving and rushing. 100 scrimmage yards, I don't think is too far-fetched for him, but I definitely see him getting in the end zone this week.
Yeah. I think both of those are completely within reason, just because, like, Pittsburgh is a better defense, and Bijan damn near had that last week. I think he did have 100 yards. But there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to get that this week, because he had 68 receiving and 43. So he had over 100 scrimmage yards. So yeah, I believe he can give you a similar outing, but more efficient because he would have had a touchdown last week if it weren't for a great tackle.
No, thanks. Okay, going a little further in. We both got one on Kirk. You got him for, and it's basically the same prop. I just played the odds a little bit. You got him for 226.5 yards. You got the over on that. I got him for 250 plus pass yards at plus 175. So basically, for all the bettors out there, you bet $100, you win 175. It's like that's all that means. But we both expect him with that to have a pretty good passing day against this Eagles defense. I saw what Love was able to do, and I don't. We'll get into Kirk into the Birds of a Feather pod. You guys check us out, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I need a bounce back game from Kirk.
Yeah, absolutely, especially for 180 man.
Next, we got Pitts. We both took the over. You got it at a little favorable number, 38.5. I got it at 40. But either way, I expect Pitts to have a decent day out there. He actually had, I think it was right up under 30 yards this past week. So, once again, Steelers defense was pretty good. So, expecting a big day out of him. And then London, you have him over 7.5 targets. I got him over 57.5 yards. So, once again, expecting a big day out of our receiving core.
Yeah.
Our bet on the other team, you got AJ over 78.5 yards receiving. I got Jalen Hurts over 1.5 passing touchdowns. This is looking like a game that might be pretty high scoring, so that's why, to be honest, I wish I could have got Jalen Hurts over 1.5 any touchdown, but it was on. I could only get it at passing. I think he'll be responsible for 2 touchdowns. I really wish I could have got that rushing one in there, but that was kind of my thinking there. What about you with the AJ Brown 78.5 over?
I love AJ. I mean, I love AJ Terrell, but he doesn't do the best against physical receivers in the realm of AJ Brown. He had his hands full with George last week. Given some of those were busted coverages, and he was looking for help on some of them, but I mean, I'm hoping I'm wrong on this, but I think AJ gonna give AJ Little the blues.
I wouldn't be surprised. I just think that and oh man, he had a hell of a long one versus Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? He caught an outside line and ran in. It was like 50, 60 yarder. It looked, and it wasn't like a busted coverage or anything. He made a good play and then ran away from the defenders. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think the Eagles defense mirrors ours at all. I can't think off the top of my head any coaching philosophies that are pretty much the same on either side, outside of like the 4-3 concepts. When it comes to the back end, I feel like our safeties cover more ground and are a bit more athletic. But
I don't think we're similar. I don't think we're similar because I think the Eagles they're running the Vangio. They're running the cover 4 shell. So they're running we're both running 3-4s. Both running. Actually, the defenses are similar. I think we just have better pieces, but on the back end at least. Obviously.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking.
Honestly,
like on
the front ain't that clear cut either. I mean, yeah, you got Jordan Davis, but we got bodies. They got Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, but we have bodies, so it's not as clear cut. I might actually give our defense the edge because they're running similar schemes. Because Raheem has run variations of the Fangio defense, but he also ran variations of the Dan Quinn defense and variations of the Monte Kiffin defense. So, there is a little bit of mirroring in between the two, but I think that actually might lean into some of our props. So,
yeah,
given it some of the defense.
Kirk will have a good day, you might be able to simulate that in practice a bit. But like I said, on the back end, I feel like we have better athletes, definitely at the safety position. But AJ is fast. AJ's fast. So if he catches something back there, I think Jesse's a dog. I really like Simmons. I think both of them had good days, but I don't think you're catching AJ. You catching on the right. Catching on the right way.
I just need Terrell just to be in the right spot. I mean, but the thing is, AJ is always in the right spot. So I'll give him that credit. AJ's the catch point is what gets him. He's always there. It's just find the ball. Find the ball.
You know, and he doesn't have as many interceptions as I would want somebody of his caliber to have. You know what I'm saying? He's not he's a shutdown corner, but he's not a ball hawk.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get lucky and you get a Deion Sanders who was a shutdown corner but also a ball hawk. But most of the time you get people like Antonio Cromartie, who was just like, he gonna find that ball, he gonna look for that interception.
Yeah, D'Angelo Hall.
Excuse me. He's also gonna get toasted a good bit of times.
Yeah, like D'Angelo Hall plays that same type of thing.
Yeah. D'Angelo would look for the ball a good bit, but he gon' somebody gonna go 7 for 148 on him. That's going.
Or you know, there's another one that people try to compare Trayvon Diggs.
Now I won't lie to you though, because I'm thinking it was the defense that allowed him to do that, because now he's kind of looking like a shutdown, bro.
Man, Deshaun Watson is booty cheeks.
I mean, that too. Speaking of booty cheeks, you know, we're not gonna get into his troubles. Look, bro, like he need to find Jesus, because he got a lot going on.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got a lot going on. The crazy part is, like, when it first started, like just 1 or 2, it was, man, y'all trying to bring a black man down, bro. Like, he is, you know, like, unfairly maligned. He want to lead the team, and the owner's planting this stuff. All the conspiracy theories. It's up to like 25 now, bro. It's like, hey, look, bro, you got
problems.
You need you need to
get
right.
My God.
Yeah, you need to get right, bro. And the crazy part is, the rehabilitation has aligned with him playing bad at football. And it's almost like you needed that to be good at football. You know what I'm saying? And it reminds me of that Dave Chappelle skit where it's like he saves, but he, you know, I'm not going to do that. Definitely can't get on YouTube if you say that. All right. All right. So, point is, off of Deshaun Watson, is that I think Trayvon is pretty good, right? I think he's turning into a lockdown and not just like hawking for the ball. He wasn't too much out of position that I saw. We were watching, you know, I was an Orange, a Browns fan, so we were watching that game pretty intently. But once again, that offense was really, really bad. And with it being bad, it makes it very hard to judge how good that defense was. Side note, what I tell you about the Jets?
Play the Niners, like.
Hey, look. So for y'all that ain't listening,
okay. Before you get into you got to factor in 2 things, right? Where did the head coach come from?
No, he came from San Fran. I was gonna preface it. I was gonna give all the disclaimers. I ain't gonna hit my victory lap just yet. I was gonna give all the disclaimers.
Yeah, cause like, I mean, I ain't gonna fault a dude for getting did up by Shanahan. Like,
yeah, most proteges don't beat their teacher. Most proteges don't beat their teacher. It's nothing crazy, right? But for y'all that didn't hear, I gave a take that, like, I don't think the Jets defense is that good. Right? I'm not saying they're a bad defense, but I don't think they're that good, strictly based on the fact that offenses didn't have to be extremely versatile. They didn't have to try a whole bunch of new things, really push the envelope, because the Jets offense couldn't score. right? So if you got up 7 to 10 points, that offense was putrid. It was not going to score. So as long as you didn't make a mistake, you were almost assuredly to win the game. So I don't think that the Jets defense was that well. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go, it doesn't matter if I go 7 possessions in a row, 3 and out. If I scored twice, field goals, and it's like 6-0, and then you fumbled in your own like red zone, and I turn that into another field goal, so now it's 9-0. It's a 2-possession game. I can go 3 and out for the rest of the game. You can't score. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's going to make your pass defense look great. Yes, it's going to make your run defense look great. But like, if the goal is to win the game, I'm going to win the game because you can't score. So like, your defensive numbers are a bit skewed there. When I saw them play San Fran and they had an actual offense that was putting them in position where they had to be back out there and score again, they got ran up, but they got lit up. They got lit up. So I'm once again, granted, he came from the Shanahan. Saleh came from Shanahan, right? Very few people beat the master. I get that. So I want to see it for a couple more weeks. But like, I really like that tape. I really like that tape.
That's reason.
Now, you guys, appreciate y'all. Come back next week for the betting pod, and we'll start with Orange on. We'll be over weeks 1 and 2. We'll recap everything that we've gone over these bets. We will give our bets next week, and then we'll talk to Orange. You guys, we actually make these bets. You know what I'm saying? But please bet responsibly. Don't bet anything that you're not willing to lose. If you need help, seek help.
Yeah. Because you don't really want to eat noodles. Not us.
All right, it's been your boy Q City.
Your boy Taj Bravado.
We out.
Peace.
Looking like I hit the lotto. I want a hottie like mulatto. I'm on here and she on Moscato. I'm in them good till tomorrow. I'm a robber for De Niro's. You little lows, I'ma put you on payroll. You smell that aroma? Design the air, it's a party here. Papa Corona, she moving her body, she working them heels. Gotta go get it mentality. Grocery bag full of celery. Only believe half what you telling me. Keep a 20 on me, case emergency. I wake up early every morning. Thank the Lord and get the bag. Hustle hard, get the cash. Stack first, then I'm showing my ass. Gotta go get it mentality. Grocery bag full of celery. Only believe half what you telling me. Keep a 20 on me, case emergency.
My babies, that's who I grind for. That's who I do it for. Like the Navy, that's who I'm toting that iron for. Keep one in the head like a thought, nigga. Yeah, I fuck with Ty, he a boss, nigga. Foot on that neck, I exhaust, nigga. Niggas cross me, so I cross, nigga. No stripper was lit last night. 500, what it cost, nigga. Shit was really legit last night. Had them hoes at the house, nigga. Instagram, Snapchat, Triller. What they say about Jay, he a go-getter. Used to have them fat sacks in the grove, nigga. Late nights, early morning, my dough, nigga.
You smell that aroma? Design the air, it's a party here. Papa Corona, she moving her body, she working them heels. Gotta go get it mentality. Grocery bag full of celery. Only believe half what you telling me. Keep a 20